Hi guys, today you find me back out on the kayak. I'm fishing the south coast of Cornwall, just on a slow wind drift, dragging along a couple of baited hooks, 4-ounce leads, 2/0 hooks and just a strip of squid on each one, on a running ledger. A few beads by the hook just to give it a bit of bling. Just had a take on the left hand rod there, and certainly into a fish. The way it feels like a dogfish, but we'll find out in a second. And yes, there it is. So a lesser spotted dogfish. As you can see, the beads I'm using by the hook, there's a bit of billing, bit of an attractor. Seems to help just in case there's any other fish around. I'm in about 16 meters of water. As I said, just drifting, nice gentle drift just with the wind. There's very little tide, which is why you'll find when I'm fighting the fish I'll actually go against the drift. So we're in again, a left hand rod again for some reason, and yet again I'm fairly sure it's going to be another dogfish if the drift chute gets out of the way. And yep, yet again, like peas in a pod. One thing about drifting with baited, dragging the baits along the bottom on a clear bottom like this, at least the dogfish don't swallow the hooks. Nice easy to unhook. A little bit later on in the day, as you can see, into something decent here. Definitely not a dogfish. Not sure what it is. I've got a good idea. I think it's a ray, the way it's fighting, but we'll find out in a minute when it comes to the surface. There we come, and it is coming up now. A few more pulls. Almost there. Come on, my little beauty. And there we go. There's a lead. And yes, it's a small thornback ray, which is very, very unusual for this mark. As I said, it's clean ground. In fact, it's a calcified seaweed I've been bouncing over, which is called a merle. So it's very clear. Let's get him unhooked. The eagle-eyed amongst you will actually notice that I didn't hook that cleanly. It was foul hooked right on the nose. Which, another thing, I'm drift moving, and the ray do like to sit on the bait and just to make sure it's tasty before they eat it. So of course it must have sat on the bait and hooked itself. I'm not complaining. Fish is a fish. A nice little female thornback ray. You can tell it's a female because the little claspers down at the base of the tail, the male thornbacks, as male sharks, male rays, all have longer claspers than the female. So it's just a small female thornback. Got to be careful, as I said, it's a thornback, so of course there are thorns down the base of the tail. So you've got to be a little bit careful handling them. There is a little pinch point, as you can see me using, just by the side of the face. You'll actually feel it nicely if you ever catch one, and it's nice and easy to hold them there. And there she goes, happy as Larry, back into the blue.